everybody and welcome back. It is Michael from Hollow Thrills back with another video. And today we have a very special video as this is my first theme park that I'm going to be heading to in 2023. And it's one that I've been waiting to go to for a while. Let's turn around and reveal it. We are here in the American Dream Mall in East Rutherford, New Jersey to check out Nickelodeon Universe. There are 3 different coasters that are at least open today, 5 in total if you count Timmy's Half-Pipe Havoc. I do not. But unfortunately, Sandy's Blasting Broncos is not open today. Shocker. That thing's always broken. But we're here today to get 3 credits. I'm excited to get on the steepest coaster in the world. I'm excited to get on Shellraiser. I'm excited to get on Shredder. I'm excited to get on Slime Streak. I'm just excited to see this park in general because it just looks so cool. But before we get into the park, please make sure that you subscribe and have the bell notifications turned on to get notified whenever I post a video. And also make sure you're following me on both Instagram and Twitter. The links are down in the description below. But let's go check out this park. So we have our points pass for today. It is 6 points for each of the roller coasters. So I do have a 18-point pass. I'm super excited. This is the largest indoor theme park in the Western Hemisphere. And like I said, has the steepest drop on a coaster in the world. This is going to be a really cool park and a very cool credit to get. So we're going to get the lay of the land first before we get on anything. Because the park just opened. But I do kind of want to look around a bit before we actually ride anything. But so far, I mean, I like the looks of the park. I really do. And it's not too expensive if you come on a park, like a points pass day, which is pretty much any day but Saturdays. But points passes are definitely worth it compared to the normal all-access pass, as the all-access pass is like, I think $80 after taxes and fees. Not too great. And if you haven't guessed already, every attraction here at Nickelodeon Universe is themed to a different Nickelodeon cartoon. So like I said, Shellraiser and Shredder are both themed to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Slime Streak is of course themed to, you know, the slime from Nickelodeon. And then there's a bunch of other things that are just themed to different cartoons from Nickelodeon cartoons. I mean, they're pretty cool. Like this thing right next to me, the carousel, it's themed to Reptar and Rugrats. Like, look at that. You can get your picture taken with Reptar, Tommy. Oh my gosh. And you can even ride your own Reptar. But, I mean, of course, that's what we're all really here for. The Gerschlauer Eurofighter. Shellraiser. No one wants to get on the jellyfish swings, apparently. Come on, it's Jellyfish Jam. Nah, I think Slime Streak might end up being the first thing I go on, just because it's a little bit tamer of a ride. I mean, it's just your normal kiddie coaster, but it's a little bit more, has a little bit more to it. But you know, I think that might be a good one to start with. But like I said, let's continue walking around, and then we'll make our final decision on what we're gonna ride first. Now, Aang's Air Gliders do look like a really fun flat ride. It's not something I'm gonna get on today, but I will be riding something very similar in my trip in July to Texas, as there is a flat ride very similar at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. But right next to that is, of course, the Shredder. A very interesting coaster that's like, it spins around. It kind of honestly reminds me of Laugh Track over at Hershey Park. But it should be a very cool ride. And of course, once again, themed to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So here is Timmy's Half-Pipe Havoc. And like I said at the beginning of the video, it is closed, unfortunately. So they're undergoing its yearly maintenance here. I mean, I'm not too heartbroken about it. People say that it's a coaster, but to me, this ain't no coaster. So it's not too much of a loss. And here is Jimmy Neutron's Atom Smasher. And then as we walk back, we get to the most disappointing ride here at the park. The ride that is always broken and always under its maintenance period that they say. And that is Sandy's Blasting Bronco. And you can see people are working on it today. I doubt we'll see it open today. I very much do. But it was supposed to open on Monday, I believe, of this week. And then they pushed back the extended the maintenance period to today as the last day. but they got wheels and stuff off the car, so I doubt it's opening today. Now this is really cool, a 7-floor ropes course here called Legends of the Hidden Temple Challenge. This is a separately paid attraction here. With your purchase of tickets, it's $15, it's 25% off, but normally, if you're just doing this, it's $20. I don't think I'm gonna do that today, but it's definitely cool. But we will talk to the man of the hour from the Hidden Temple. Oh, where's he at? Oh, there he is. What a guy. Reliving my childhood dreams here with this. Now, I will say it's mostly kiddie attractions here, which is to be expected since, I mean, it's Nickelodeon themed, but like I said, there are some pretty thrilling rides here, like the coasters and like Pandemonium over there. But like I said, we're pretty much done looking at the actual park itself. The last attraction is to my right here, and that is Skyline Scream. It is a blast launch tower / drop tower, but unfortunately, she's closed. Another thing that has been closed for a while, and we have no idea when it's going to open. But there you go. There's the rest of the attractions. Loud House Road Trip is, I believe, the newest attraction here. But this is really cool. I think that this is very thrilling and probably one of the more thrilling attractions here, other than, oh my gosh, it goes all the way around. Oh, dear Lord. I don't know if I'm going to get on that today, but that's definitely something to think about for the future. But I think it's time that we go on our first ride. So like I said, I think I finally decided it. We're going on Slime Streak first. Slime Streak, we're gonna start off slow and then slowly ramp up. But we're gonna go on Slime Streak first. Here it is, Nickelodeon Slime Streak. And I believe you do have to pay for lockers to go on rides, but it's $10 for the entire day. So it's not bad. And here we are at the station for Slime Streak. There it goes, just left. We'll get on the next one, but doesn't look like a bad ride. Very short ride, it looks like, but let's have some fun. Let's get on. We're riding in the front. And my first coaster of 2023 is done. Officially, Slime Streak of all coasters was my first coaster of this year, and my first new credit of 2023. And it wasn't bad. They do have little cubbies up there that you can put your stuff in. At least on that one. I'm not sure about the other two. We'll have to see, but at least on that one you can put your belongings up in a little cubby up there, so you don't have to pay for the lockers. But as far as the coaster goes, I mean, it was a really nice kiddie coaster. It actually went way faster than I was expecting, but still a very good ride. Now I will say, my thighs are a little bit bigger than most, so it was a very tight squeeze trying to fit myself on there, but I mean, it wasn't bad. It, like I said, it doesn't really have a lot of airtime, so the pain from me being stapled down with the lap bar wasn't too bad. But I think we're gonna go on Shredder next, I guess, and save the best for last. But Shredder is, I can't exactly remember. It might be mock rides. It might be a spinning wild mouse. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look it up. Actually, so I was wrong. It is, in fact, a Gerstlauer spinning coaster. So they have 2 Gerstlauer attractions here at this park, 2 Gerstlauer coasters. Very interesting. Didn't know Gerstlauer made spinning coasters, but here we are. All right, here we are. The Shredder. I'll let you guys know how it is after we get off. Just got off Shredder. I feel shredded, man. There was a lot of spinning. I mean, it wasn't a lot of spinning on the actual, like, normal part of the layouts itself, but when you got to those, like, wild mouse sections where it kind of just gets you around tight turns, you start going, man. You start spinning. It does not stop. But around the actual layout itself, it was a very enjoyable ride. Not a lot of spinning. But I will say, if you are a little bit you do get motion sick a little bit easier, you might want to pass on Shredder. But personally for me, I kind of enjoyed it. It was a really different ride than a normal spinning coaster that I had been on previously. Has a much more fun of a layout than a normal, like, spinning kind of wild mouse coaster. With Slime Streak and Shredder out of the way, that leaves one more coaster for us to go on, and it's the one I've been waiting for, man. It's time for Shell Razor. the Gertschlauer Eurofighter that has a JoJo roll, a vertical lift, a launch section, and the steepest drop on any coaster in the world. Yeah, it checks a lot of boxes for me, and I'm excited. And it does appear that they have just cubbies on all of these coasters and rides, so those $10 lockers, unless you don't feel comfortable just leaving your stuff off to the side, those $10 lockers aren't really necessary here, I'm going to be completely honest. But we have made it to the last ride. Here we are over at Shellraiser. I'm excited, man. I think I might be able to get on it twice, so... Oh yeah, let's go. It's Shellraiser time. 2 times through Shellraiser. And I'll say, is it a good coaster? Yes. Is it a fun coaster? Yes. But there are a few things, for me at least, that are keeping it from being a great coaster. The first launch, forceful, fantastic, gets you up into those elements, really allows you to fly through those elements, and is a great experience. That vertical lift hill, perfect. It stops you at the top, you get to the top, and you literally can only see where you're ending up, not where you're going. Like, you look down, and you're not seeing any sort of track beneath you. It is, in fact, the steepest drop in the world. That part is amazing, and it's something that I've never been like that on before. Like, I've been on hang time over knots, but that's not nearly as steep and not nearly as forceful as that. But I will say, the one thing for me that really kills this coaster is the rattle. This coaster rattles far more than any other coaster I've been on. Not even of just this type, just coasters in general. It rattles a lot, and I thought maybe it was just because my first ride was by myself, but I went on the second time with a group of people. We almost had a full car, except for 2 seats, and it still rattled way more than it should have for a coaster of A, this age, B, this model, and C, just the fact that it's indoors. Like, it doesn't have to go against the elements, so it's not really facing that sort of issue. I mean, there's just something about it that just does not make sense why this coaster is as rough as it is. But, like I said, it's still a good coaster, don't get me wrong. It's probably one of my more recent favorite coasters that I've been on. It's a fantastic ride. The elements are fantastic. The launch, the zero-G roll, the JoJo roll, the vertical lift, like, it's the beyond vertical drop. I mean, every part of that is the makings of a great coaster. Just that rattle for it kills me. It really does. But I enjoyed this. We're going to take one more lap around the park, and then we're actually going to go check out the water park. We're not going to do anything there, but we're going to at least check it out to see, because it's the largest indoor water park. How can you not want to at least see that? So like I said earlier, there are a lot of kids' rides here. So we got Blaze's Monster Truck Rally. It just looks like a normal kind of just on-track ride. And then probably one of my things that has my favorite name is Blue Skidoo. Look at this. It's kind of just like Dumbo, pretty much, is what it looks like to me, but it's Blue's Clues. And then over here we have Ren and Stimpy's Space Madness. That's a pretty nice Junior drop tower there. I like that one. I was right, there is a dance party going on. It's Sandy and SpongeBob. So we were just checking out some merch real quick before we headed out and continued on, but this caught my eye. I've always been interested by these. The RSV LTS, like Hawaiian shirts / button-ups, they have some really cool ones. They have SpongeBob and Patrick. They have this really cool neon one. They have this Legends of the Hidden Temple one, which I really like. And then they have just a bunch of other ones like, there's Gurr. Some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's see, what else? Some Rugrats. And they also have bathing suits and stuff over here as well with about the same kind of designs on them. Alright, so there's the entrance to the DreamWorks water park. Unfortunately, we're not able to go in without admission, but we were given a park map, so I'll just do a little bit of a rundown what you can expect if you plan on going to the DreamWorks water park here at the American Dream Mall. So here is the map for DreamWorks water park, and like I said, this is the largest indoor water park in the world, I believe. And there are a ton of different attractions here, including that massive wave pool there. But the one thing that I would be super excited for if I was able to go in there is the longest water coaster in the world, which you can see is that, like, you see that all the way around the outside? That is the longest water coaster in the world. Now I think we're gonna go and get some lunch because it's almost 1 o'clock, and there's one reason why I went here other than the theme park, and that is the only current operational physical Mr.Beast Burger location. So we're gonna go and get some lunch there, of course. And I'll bring you guys along so you can actually see the location itself. As we were on our way to Mr.Beast Burger, I found Angry Birds Mini Golf, which is actually below us, but you get a nice vantage point of the mini golf, and that's honestly really cool. For you, those who have been watching the channel for a while, I love playing mini golf. Maybe I'll have to come back here eventually and play this as well. Alright, I know I keep stopping as we're on our way to lunch, but this I have to kind of show off. Big Snow. It is an indoor ski resort and shop. We're going to be able to see the mountain over there if we go and look through those windows. Look at this, man. That is so awesome. And like touching the glass here, it's actually cold. Like, people are dressed for it being cold. That is actually blown snow. And there's a big like ski lift taking you up to the top of the quote unquote mountain. So we asked somebody in there, so it is $50 if you bring your own equipment for a day, and then it's $90 if you want to rent equipment there, which is basically about the same as going to the Poconos, but we're doing it inside a mall. Like, you can't do that anywhere else, man. And he said it was real snow. It's like 30 degrees in there, and sometimes they drop it down if they're planning on making more snow, but it's the real deal. Here we are, Mr.Beast Burger, the first and only physical location for Beast Burger. And they have merch as well for this location. Look at that. So here is the entire inside of Mr.Beast Burger. And of course, they have Mr. Beast videos shown over here while you're eating. And they have a Mr. Beast merch store. So we'll go check out the merch store after we're done eating. Alright, here we are. We have a Chris style burger, some Beast fries, and for dessert, these nuts. You're gonna like my nuts. A milk chocolate and peanut butter Beast bar. This is their newest bar that they have, and I'm super excited for this one. It looks fantastic, and I've heard it is very good. But time to dig into my first ever time trying the physical location Beast Burger. So here's a ton of Mr. Beast Burger merch. Got magnets, lanyards, stickers, keychains, pins. Of course, we got hoodies and t-shirts and sweatshirts. The Mr. Beast Burger hat. A fresh and crispy kind of like tinfoil zip-up hoodie. Interesting. But yeah, just a bunch of different merch that they have here, as well as they do have Feastables chocolate that you can buy, including the new D's Nuts bar, which we tried for lunch. But yeah, they have a ton of different stuff here. I kind of like the pin that they have here. They have just a normal Beast Burger enamel pin, and then the little burger guy. Alright, so we are done lunch, and Beast Burger was very good. I will say, the Chris style burger could have used some ketchup or mayo on it. It just doesn't come with anything. I didn't think about that, but the Beast fries were okay. A lot of mustard on them, so, you know, it happens, but it was very good though for what it actually is, and I thoroughly enjoyed it actually. But I think we're just going to continue walking around the mall here and seeing what there is to see. I'll kind of point out anything that really looks fascinating to me or was just really different for their being in a mall. Oh, and one more thing. The D's Nuts chocolate bar, fantastic. Probably my most favorite out of the Feastables Mr.Beast bar kind of line. That one was really delicious. Clearly, I didn't scope out this mall as much as I thought I did. There is a whole ice rink in here, a full-size ice rink. Who knows, they might even have an actual team that plays here. That is so cool. What the heck? Well, ask and you shall receive. I asked if anyone actually played there, and the Metropolitan Riveters, a women's professional ice hockey team, actually does play here at the American Dream Mall at that ice rink. That's awesome. We have found the Dream Wheel. In case everyone was wondering, this place is massive, so it's literally taken me so long to find anything here, but it's just a normal Ferris wheel outside, but it's on the roof of the actual mall. Here is the pricing for the Dream Wheel if you do intend on going. It's a bit steep for me, to be honest, but you can bring food and drink on there. It is, I believe he said it's a 20-minute experience. But let's go outside and check it out, just to take a look at it. Oh my gosh, look at this wheel. That is a massive Ferris wheel on the top of this mall here. A really nice spot out here, but you can see, if we look to our left, there's New York. Huh. I did not realize we were this close to New York. But then also, if you look to our right, that's the water park there. And there's one of the slides that goes outside of the mall. I did not know that was a thing. But I think we are officially done here at the American Dream Mall. We've spent a lot of time here, walking around the entire mall, checking out every single store here. And I honestly had a great time here today. We had a fantastic time on the 3 coasters at the Nickelodeon universe. We checked out Mr.Beast Burger, which was fantastic. Honestly, if you guys can come out here to East Rutherford and check out the American Dream Mall, it definitely is worth it. It's a great time to just come out here and just explore the mall. This is a massive mall and has tons of different food options, tons of different entertainment things for you to do. I 100% suggest it. It's a great afternoon, especially on a Sunday, a slow Sunday like this. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure you drop a like and also comment down below what was the coolest coaster that you saw from our trip over to Nickelodeon Universe. I'd love to know. But as always, I'm Michael from Hollow Thrills, giving you the all clear, and all clear means you're out of here. See you guys next time.